for me to have her here. Yes. She's my emotional support animal, and she just sits with me in class. Yeah, I'm sure your parents could pay for you to bring your pet in if you wanted. Well, it's nice to meet you. Have you met anyone else? Okay. Let me think. I should give you the rundown of the people here, because you seem really cool, and I think that we should be friends. So, let's see. Oh, you see Sophie up there? Yeah, she's totally a teacher's pet. Oh yeah. No, she's like, of course she always follows the rules and stuff, but in a lot of the classes she like really kind of gloms onto the teacher. Yeah, like always asking questions, always answering questions, always staying late after class, that type of thing. Let's see. Oh, there's a rumor going around right now that Raquel has a crush on the art teacher. Yeah. Can you believe it? Yeah, that rumor was mostly spread by me. Yeah, thank you. Yes, that's one that I'm really proud of. But who knows, it seems like it could be true. She really likes art. Let's see. Oh, okay, this is a good one. Actually, this is really useful. If you struggle with math, Anna is the person to talk to. She is really, really great at math. Yeah, if you're having any trouble whatsoever, if it has to do with math, definitely talk to her because she can absolutely help you. She helped me through a lot of math classes. My grades went from like an F to like a D plus. Yeah. And I actually got a C on my last exam. Yeah, so she's really, really great. Who else? Oh, Melissa. She's up in the front. She is the theater star. She is always like the lead in every musical that our theater department does. And she's actually really good, but last summer for her 16th birthday, her dad, as her birthday present, bought her a Honda. Can you believe it? Yeah, you might have noticed my car outside. It's the white Porsche. Yeah. But, anyway, I think the teacher noticed us gossiping. But anyway, I think that we should, oh, no, baby, don't chew on my necklace. That's white gold in real diamonds. But I think that we should sit together at lunch and talk more. You seem really cool. I think that we should be friends. And, welcome again to the school. Oh. You're the new student, right? Okay. Hi, I'm Anna. It's nice to meet you. So you must have heard that I'm good at math, right? It was math? Okay. Because I'm not as good with some of the other subjects. I really just, my specialty's really in math. So as long as you're here for math help, I can help, I think. I can help with math. Oh, perfect. So, can I see? Yeah, I won't actually touch your homework. I have a policy that I don't touch people's homework because I don't do people's homework for them. Too many people have asked me, and I just like to put that out there on the front end, if that's okay. okay? Because I can't do your homework for you. But if I can see your homework, I have a whiteboard here, and I can do the problems on the whiteboard and show you how to do them so that you can understand how to do them for yourself. Is that okay? Okay, perfect. So, yeah, it looks like your math book is actually the same as mine. So, I've got, are these the problems that your class is working on too? Okay. Well, it looks like, let's work through them, okay? It looks like the first one says, the number 2 plus 0.4 is how many times the number 1 minus 0.2. So, let's see, I'll show you. The number 2 plus 0.4. Do you know how much that would be? It would be 2. And can you put that into fractions? So I've got my calculator just on my phone nowadays. So 0.4, 0.4 is actually, yeah, so it would be 2 plus, it would be, so this number, if you look at it, it would be 2 and 2/5. And then 1 minus 0.2 would be, it would be a fraction. It wouldn't be 1 anything, so it would just be, do you know what 0.2 is? It's just 20%, so it would be 1/5. So 1 minus 1/5 would be 4/5. So these are what the two numbers are. And then the question is how many times the number it is. So how many 4/5 go into 2 and 2/5? You can find it out by converting the 2/5 into a number. So how many fifths? It would be 12/5. So what I did was, there are 5/5 times 2, so 5/5 plus 5/5 plus the 2/5 here. Do you know how I got that? Okay. And then I just added all of the numerators, which are all of the numbers on the top, but if the denominator is the same, it stays the same at the end of the fraction. So it's 12/5 is what 2 and 2/5 are. Be quiet in the library, please. Sorry about that. So how many times does 4/5 go into 12/5? Well, you really just have to look at the numerator, so the number on top. So how many times does 4 go into 12? Exactly, 3. So the answer is the number 3, which is the letter E in your multiple choice book. Hey, shh, shh, shh. In the library, be quiet, please. I think somebody let Michelle's dog in here. Alright, we'll do another problem. Do you think you understood how I got this one, though? Okay. What's that? Oh, it would be helpful if I held it up and did it. Okay, I'll do that for the next problem, so that you could actually see what I'm doing. I understand. Just gonna erase the board so we've got a fresh board to work with. So this one is multiple choice again, but this one says, which of the following is less than 5/8? So we've got here. I'll scooch over. So we've got. Can you see that? Okay, 5/8. And then you've got 7/10, 4/5, 6th, 11th, 0.625, and 0.65. Now the easiest way to do this problem is to convert them all into percentages, yeah. So you've got these two done already. So decimal numbers, I'm just going to use my calculator. And how you calculate percentages is you just type it into your calculator as a division problem. So 5 divided by 8 is 0.25 or 0.625. So it would be so that's what we're looking at, and we're looking for something that's less than that. So 7 divided by 10 is 0.70. 4/5 is 0.80. 6 out of 11 is 0.54. Repeating. And then these two are as they are, so which one is less than this one? Right, it would be this one, so 6 out of 11 is the smaller one. Do you understand how I got that? Shh. Psst, psst, shh. Be quiet in the library, please. Some of us are trying to study. Do you understand how I got that then? Okay. So, you guys are working on fractions then right now. I'm in a slightly advanced math class, but we're also working on fractions, just some other things with them right now. What do you have next for your next class? Oh, gym class. Oh, that'll be fun. I don't like gym class at all, no. But you seem like somebody who would enjoy moving around and playing games and stuff. You seem fun. I don't really like all of the physical activity and then going to class all sweaty. I feel like there's really no place for gym class in school and academia, you know. But I think you'll have a good time, and I think that yeah, maybe you could study with me again sometime. I thought it was fun. Okay, I'll see you around. Bye. Good workout, huh? Yeah. Gym class is one of those things that you definitely get out of it what you put into it. So I like to really get my sweat on in gym class. Yeah. I could tell you did too. You did really great at kickball. Yeah, I'm really, really thankful that you were on my team. I have a confession to make. I just picked you to be on my team because you're new and I wanted to be nice, but man, you're really, you've got really strong legs. You're really good at kicking the ball really far. Yeah, you did great. So I know I'll be picking you to be on my team from now on. Anyway, it's probably time to get back to class. Yeah, I've just got my duffel bag here. I'm just gonna pack up. Get my gym uniform and everything stowed away. What do you have after this? What are you on your way to? Oh, I don't, I like English class. Yeah, it's good. Oh, my hairbrush. Oh. You know, I don't do too much with my hair, but I like to run a brush through it before I leave for the day. Let's see. Oh, I actually have a spare if you want. It's a lot smaller, but it's a wet brush, so really great for after you shower. I don't know what kind of setup you've got in your duffel bag, but I don't need this one if you want it. Yeah, happy to give it. Like I said, I got a couple, so let's see. Yeah, so you said you were going to English class? That'll be fun. What teacher do you have? Oh, cool. Yeah. Okay, that looks like everything. Just gonna take a sip of water. It's really, really important to hydrate when you exercise like we do. So I like to drink a gallon. I've got my gallon of water right here. But after a workout, I really like to drink vitamin water. It's got so much in it to replenish all the electrolytes and stuff. Yeah. This flavor I think is newer. It's called Ice Cool Blueberry Lavender. Yeah, I like it a lot. I don't have an extra today, but I can bring you one tomorrow. Yeah, it's really good. My other favorite flavor is the whatever the energy one is. It's like an orangey flavor, but it's really good. But I'm just gonna pack this. And when I come to gym class, I always like to have a couple extra snacks. I'm usually really hungry after a workout, so I have usually pack with me some beef jerky for protein and some dried berries for the nutrients. Do you want any? You can have a beef jerky. Yeah, here you go. Yeah, definitely. And I'll grab just a piece for myself, I think. I'm not too hungry right now, but cool. Cool, I think I've got everything. Did you want any berries or anything? No? I'm not really in a berry mood myself. I'll put them away for now. Cool. Well, I hope you have a great rest of your day, but I'm off. I gotta get to science class. Enjoy English. Bye. Hey. Hey there. My name is Beth, but most people call me Nightshade. Mostly because I've asked them to, but also because I'm dark, mysterious, and poisonous. And also, my favorite color is purple. Welcome to your first day of school. This is English class, if you couldn't tell. Do you like writing? I like writing too. I mostly like writing poetry. That's what I really specialize in. Can I read some of my poetry to you? I've got it on my laptop right here. The first one I wrote is called I Owned a Dog Named Blue. I'm just gonna scoot a little closer to you. Okay. Alright. I owned a dog named Blue. Mama takes care and walks him. Maya, let me come back to you, cutie. See your banana fully eyeing us? You're cool with me. Elephants love lingo and valet parking.
abuse, gagging look, and I see Mama's food getting cold on the table. Get Shelly, you cutie, and tell her to buy a kiwi. I tremble when I lie. See me swim in the ash of you. Get him busy and say, go buy a kiwi. One gangly, dizzy iguana packed for Susanna. Ginger is viewing a weak killer. I'd give you a knock, but you're cool and cozy, embellished with you, so bubbly. Ginger is buying a jar of strawberry jam. Give that lock to Benita. There's a cool new language by Eli. Friends walk your way, Khaleesi. Guys show no mating apprehension now that I am Maya, because I owned a dog named Blue. Do you like it? It's not really supposed to make much sense, so that's good. And then another one. My hair. Hair spelled like a bunny rabbit. Hair. Ready? Bassoon. Ave Maria ringing. Must do things of dead sins stretched across a coin. Is thirst through gum but itching dust. Don't hang men on eons of go-karts. Though names fade and change, these are mice and rhinos of fortune writing animated. Thus an age of alchemy dots and marks pariahs, fun and good solace, is ramming a cyan dough cruel. Do chocolate courageous leprechauns unveil foes and dares through total arson to the Thames and Spain sites. Oh, guns aren't legal for the hire with non-lengthy leaps facing lands of geese. No chance of hiding homes near subtle tuna. Bathos brimstone notated. What did you think of that one? Yeah, it's not supposed to. Finally I got this one. Should make slightly more sense because it's actually written off of something that's almost narrative. It's called West Cross Street. It's the street right off of the school lot, with the coffee shop and stuff. Yeah. All right, ready? The first step off campus transports me to the mine with cheese, melting off stalactites that serves platters of spice, rubies, and garlic emeralds. The towering stone is more like a chimney, freeing smoke that smells like Christmas cookies. Then it is a phallic configuration because it is the topper to what I have come to view as my home, instead of something comically distasteful like a nun wearing red lingerie beneath folds of her habit. I pass a house surrounded by mists of marijuana and poisoned water, even though it lays dormant in the shadowy daylight like a sleeping raccoon, waiting to go on voyages in neighbors' trash cans. I see the length of the roof where I had once lit my throat on fire with gasoline, and a flickering match followed by a greedy swallow of Arnold Palmer pulp. I took my mom to Sweetwater's when she visited. Her eyes were the color of cloudless skies at a park where we had picnics and saw whose wings could take us higher as we giggled on the swing set. She left me with a stain on my cheek like church wine, and I felt like the rim of her coffee mug. The amethyst savior of exam week stands proudly in front of me, like a habitable planet in another galaxy to a rogue spaceship lost in orbit. Its door is no more solid than a piece of paper stuck to the wall, one staple in the corner ever since my drunk roommate threw it into the wall and broke the hydraulics. Ned's bookstore is titled like a drugstore that sells cigarettes and wheels of cheddar. It's where I bought my first masquerade mask covered in glossy black feathers. It made the room of my dorm rumble like the stomach of a rhino. A woman with a tentacle wrapped around her hand with a dog on the other end rushes out of the bar with her eyeliner streaking down her face, like tracks on which ride the train filled with jelly beans that taste like blood and curdled creme brulee. Sepia photographs show golden air and green sparkles. They're the day that my dad and I parked on the sidewalk and walked down the road that showed the aquarium below. I couldn't reach the swordfish and stingrays that swam beneath my dirty sandals. the road is as cracked as the makeup on an old woman's face, partially hidden by the purple floppy hats and curled hair that smells like bleach. The cracks are overlooked by the same people, able to smooth the pavement like high school freshmen who smiles with teeth and wears tear-proof mascara. Cross Street Coffee, the grotesque and greasy scab on the scalp of the city, is a less appropriate name than the old ugly mug. It was in that parking lot that I was stabbed in the chest with the sharp end of an inky quill and doused with coffee grounds. I bled out onto the pavement, staining the snow black. The ASMR of the wet pavement and the upbeat beeping of horns as I fall, as the rain falls like ash upon the once great city of Pompeii, as I, like the gladiators and senators, wish to take cover from the cinders inside one of the surrounding insulae made of mud brick. Students are moving like capybaras, their hoofs damp and murky from the carpeting of the jungle floor, and their wiry fur warmed by the lighting of the bulbs, only slightly dimmed by the lampshade of tulung leaves and strangler figs. Did you like that one better? Did it make more sense? Not much. But you recognize some of the places, maybe. Yeah. The less sense it makes, the better, in my opinion, when it comes to poetry, so I'm okay with this assessment that you've made. But I don't want to share any more of my poetry with someone who doesn't get it, so I will be putting away my laptop now, and I wish you a great rest of your English class and the great rest of your day, and I hope that you find a home here at this new school. Good day.
Oh, hey there. Are you here for art class? Yeah, my name's Raquel. It's so nice to meet you. So, I am a student in your art class, and I think we'll actually be sitting together because I helped the teacher put together the seating chart, and I requested to sit next to you just so that I could show you all of the cool stuff I know about art. Art is definitely my passion. I spend all hours of the day painting. And I also, since I like art so much, have volunteered to be a teacher aide for the art teachers. So I'm glad you're here early because I've got some art supplies to give you, okay? Okay, I'm just supposed to hand these out to new students. So first we've got your set of paintbrushes. So I'll show you all the paintbrushes in here. So you've got a pretty good set. So you've got some big ones here. And they're all different shapes, and our teacher's really good at letting you know which ones you should be using at any given time. So just keep an eye out. But yeah, you've got some flat ones, you've got some pointier ones. You've got some pretty teeny tiny ones for some detail work. And then you also have this guy, which I don't know if you watch any painting tutorials or anything, but he's how you do the snow texture on trees and stuff like that. So that's these guys. You got plenty of them. So. Just really nice and organized, so I like to keep mine as organized as possible so I know what I'm doing, know where everything is, where to find it. So that's this one, and you can just wind this around, tie it, whatever you want to do. So I'll just hand this over to you then. Next thing that you're gonna need for art class is a palette. So I've got this just right here. In this class we use reusable plastic palettes. So they're just clear as you can see. This one's had some light use. We reuse everything in the class, so at the end of the year you'll return everything pretty much except for the brushes, because that's, when it's kind of time to replace the brushes. But these, and your easels as well, which I'll give you in a second, but
these are completely reusable, so people in the classes before you have used this one, so you might notice some like paint stains and smears in some areas, but so here you go. You put that with your paintbrushes. Next, like I just mentioned, your easel. So this one's pretty, it's like smaller than what you might think of when you think of like these big easels, but it's perfect for what we do in this class. So just opens like this and you set it up, you set your canvas here, and then you just paint. And like I said, this has been used throughout the different classes, so you might see some paint marks and little things. But nothing too crazy. But just very it's just very general. So just hand this over to you. And finally, you'll get new canvases as we go along, but just for this first class, I just wanted to give you the canvas that you'll start off with. And you can see it's a hexagon shape, so I know you're not starting quite at the beginning of the year. So the project that we're working on right now is like a yin-yang kind of thing. So what we've been doing is taking a canvas like this, drawing the yin-yang little swirly thing, you know what I mean, to kind of separate. And then we've been deciding what we put on each side depending. So what I did was night and day, and I did a silhouette of my dog and a silhouette of my cat on each side to kind of show the duality of night and day versus like how they both are in their personalities and things. So that's what mine was, but I know other people have done like autumn versus spring, summer versus winter, different family members, different places, like the mountains versus the tropics, the desert versus the forest. I'm trying to think of stuff that others have done. Oh, the city. Some girl did like the city. She did a cityscape on one side and like a farm on the other side. It was really cool. So that's the project we're working on right now, and that's why we have the hexagonal shapes. It makes it really easy to do to get the feeling of the yin-yang duality. So I'll just hand this over to you, and that's all you'll need to get started. You do need an apron, but those are just like hanging over at the door, so you'll just put one on at the beginning of class, and then you'll just put it back as you leave. You don't need to have like the same one or anything. So that's all I have for you. Let me know if you need anything. Like I said, we're sitting next to each other for class, so if you need any tips or if you need any supplies or anything like that, I know where all of the stuff is in this room since I spent so much time in here, but other than that, I'll see you in class.
Good morning, Black Cat High. Today is Friday, April 23rd, and here are your afternoon announcements. Interesting facts of the day. Did you know that a cat has more than 100 sounds in its vocal repertoire, while a dog only has 10? In addition, today in history, William Shakespeare was born. If you're looking for more facts on William Shakespeare, the school library has several books about his life. In addition, it has several copies of his works. For today, I hope you brought a coat because it is a little bit rainy and rather chilly. But for tomorrow, you should consider wearing t-shirts and tank tops because it will be in the mid-70 degrees. If you haven't had lunch yet, you should note that today's specials are meatloaf and Salisbury steak with a side of vegetables and apple cobbler for dessert. Now for campus news. If you are looking to audition for this year's musical, auditions are currently taking place tonight after school and after school on Monday and Tuesday of next week. If you're interested in joining the tennis team, their practices do start this summer, so now is the time to contact Coach Byron for tryouts and applications. Have you landed a summer internship or summer part-time job yet? If not, go see the Career Services Department right next to the library. They'll help you find a summer internship or summer part-time job to take part in this year, over the summer, and in addition, they will let you know the camps that Black Cat Elementary School is putting on for the younger students if you do intend to be a camp counselor this year instead. Last but not least, our graduation class of this year. If you have turned in your applications and have gotten approval, your caps and gowns and yearbooks are ready to be picked up in the gymnasium after school from 5 to 7 at any night prior to May 1st. Other than that, I hope you have a great day and a great weekend. We'll see you on Monday.
Hi. Oh, I'm Taylor. You're probably looking for Michelle, right? I actually don't see her right now, but you're the new kid, right? So you can sit with me if you want to. People don't usually sit with me at lunch. No, people don't really dislike me or anything. It's just, I don't think I'm as memorable. You know, yeah, no one's ever mean to me. I just don't think anyone thinks to sit with me. But I've got my lunchbox, and I was just about to eat my food. I can show you what I have. Sorry, the zipper got stuck. I usually pack pretty light, but I have an apple, that you could have if you wanted. I see you have a lunchbox, but if you wanted some extra fruit, I'd be happy to share what I have too. But I've got an apple. I also have peanut butter crackers. Do you like these? These are my favorite snacks. I really like them. How has your morning been so far? Pretty good. That's good. I know your first day in a new school can be pretty daunting. My family's moved around a lot, so I've had to have a lot of new starts. Part of the reason I don't mind if people don't hang out with me, I may not be here very long. My dad's in the military, and we've moved from base to base, you know. So I'm content to kind of be a loner. It's better to not miss anybody. But you're always welcome to sit with me at lunch. It would be nice to have someone to talk to. And then I have these cookies. I've got 2 of them. My mom really likes to bake in her free time. So she made these from scratch, and she's a really good baker. They're really, really good. I have two. Usually I eat both of them myself, but since you're here, you can share with me. And then finally I have this ice. It's like sparkling water, but this one's flavored blue raspberry, and these even have caffeine in them, so they're really good. And they're carbonated. I don't know if I said that. I like the sound it makes. The carbonation. But anyway, yeah, feel free to dig in. And I'll get the cookie out for you. Look, I don't know what they told you, but just so you know, I did not lock that kid in the locker last year. Oh, no one told you that. Okay, maybe I did lock him in the locker, but he was totally asking for it. He was making fun of my friend because she had a crush on him, so. Just saying, I don't just bully people, I just stand up to them when they deserve it. But you're new here, so I trust we won't have any problems, right? Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good. So, you're new here, yeah? Well, yeah, obviously I've never seen you before. Usually I've got some kind of story with everyone here. Well, none of the teachers noticed us, so I guess we'll just pass notes. She won't catch us. No, she definitely, well, yeah, she's watching us, because you're talking to me, and I'm usually the person that, she should watch, but don't worry about it. You're new. What is she gonna do? Yeah. It's really cool. It's really like how it does the thing. The whole swoop. Yeah, like
what song you'd sing for an audition. Oh, and okay, you've done auditions before. You even know what monologue you do. I don't know anything about. Yes, we'll be quiet. Thank you. Okay. Hi there. I am Sophie, and it's nice to meet you. I heard that you are going to be my lab partner, and I can't tell you how excited I am that you're going to be my lab partner. In the past, I had been paired with students that didn't quite pull their weight. They thought because I'm good at science that I would prefer to do all of the work. Unfortunately, the workload with my quality of work being what it is just got to be a bit too much. So I'm very excited to have a partner that looks like they can pull their weight. Now, it looks like you and I might be on the same wavelength when it comes to science. Do you enjoy chemistry or biology more? Oh, clouds. You know, I don't give too much thought to clouds, but that's very cool. I like chemistry myself. All of the elements and what they do and how, when put together, they can completely change. It's just so interesting to me. I knew you would agree. So anyway, now that we're lab partners, I just want to set a few ground rules. So for each project that we work on together, I do request that you send me your portion of the work at least 48 hours before the due date. For the bigger projects, of course, just homework that we're graded on separately, you do whatever you want with. I don't need to see it. But when we're both going to be graded on it, I do like that you send it to me ahead of time so that I can edit it and make sure that if there's anything you haven't done, that I can finish that up and just make sure it's all polished. Oh, I do believe that you can do just a fine job, but you haven't seen my work yet, and it's really important to me that everything is done just right. Science can be so meticulous. Yeah, so anyway, I just have some notes. I'm just gonna start taking some notes on the equation, and then afterwards we can get together, and you'll probably want my phone number. I do request yours as well so that we can get in touch about the project if needed. And don't worry about texting me or calling me too late, because no time is too late for science. I'm always available to answer any questions that you might have, especially when it's about a project that will be graded on together. So I'm just going to, and I'm just going to throw in my address for good measure. You can always come by and work on the project with me, or you can drop off your half of the project. If it's not just paperwork, you know, if there's anything hands-on that needed to be done, you can always stop by so that I could just make sure that it's all polished and perfect. Okay, great. So, and I'll also include my email so that you can email all of the stuff to me.
if it's paperwork. And if you don't want to drop it off, I understand it's not always very feasible to stop by somebody's house in the middle of the week, especially if you're working, you know. I have 2 part-time jobs right now. One is an internship with a local forensic science plant. And then the other, of course, is at the library. But you can also find me at the library at the hours that I'll mark down on the paper as well. That way, if you can't get a hold of me because I won't be on my phone during work hours, you can always just stop by the library. I would not recommend stopping by the forensic science office. They don't like visitors there if you're not an intern, but although they may be accepting new internships if you'd like to join me. But other than that, here is my information, and I will just take yours as well, and then we can get started on the project. And again, I just wanted to say that I'm so excited to be your lab partner. I think that you and I will get along great. Oh, hi there. You're the new student, aren't you? Today is like your first day, right? You're already getting involved with extracurriculars. You're trying out for the musical? Or did you want to be like a crew member? No, you're trying out for the musical. That is so exciting. I hope that we get the 2 main leads for this one. I'm Melissa. It's nice to meet you. I don't want to brag, but usually I do get one of the starring roles in the musicals. So, what song are you singing for your audition? Oh, that's a really good one. That's actually the song that I did a couple years ago when I auditioned freshman year. Yeah, I did get the main role in that one as well. So good luck, because that's a really good song. And are you doing a monologue from anything? I know that they've got like books on just like generic monologues. Or are you doing something from a movie or a TV show? Okay, cool. That's awesome. So you clearly did your research on the school before you started, knowing that we had auditions coming up. That's so great. Okay, well, I was just about to do my own makeup, some stage makeup. I could do yours too if you want. Yeah. So I've got my makeup bag right here, and it looks like, you know, your eyes and stuff. I'll do just a little bit. Yeah, stage makeup is for everybody. Yeah, so I've got a bunch here. Yeah, we'll just do the basics, I think. Okay, well, the first thing that I like to do is take my quartz roller, just kind of roll my face out a little bit. It's really good for your skin and your muscles in your face, but also I found that it's really, really relaxing right before a big audition. I could do a little bit for you if you want. Yeah, just a little bit on your cheek, a little bit on the other cheek, and just a little across your forehead. How is that? Relaxing? Yeah, I always do it before an audition. Alright, next thing we'll do is your eyes, just really quick. Stage makeup is not quite the same as everyday makeup, which is why it's for guys and girls. Of course, I know guys can wear makeup, and that's totally fine, but just if you're feeling self-conscious or anything, don't worry about it. So I'm just gonna do just a little bit of brown, just to kind of not even look like eyeshadow, but more just to kind of like shade in around your eyes to make them look make them pop more. So yeah, this is what stage makeup is all about, kind of just accentuating your features and less about having bright color colors or making it look feminine or anything like that. It's just all about kind of bringing out your natural beauty. So don't feel self-conscious at all. That looks perfect. Now, I'm just going to, I've got this eyebrow gel, and it's for all colors. It's just clear. It's just to kind of shape the eyebrows. So I'm just going to do your eyebrows really quick, if that's okay. This one's just really quick. Just like give them a little bit of shape, you know. One done, and the other one. Perfect. Yeah, no, that looks great. Next thing I'm gonna do is just a little bit of eyeliner. Like I said, I'm not gonna go crazy. I'm not gonna do like the cat eyes or anything. It's just to accentuate your features and bring out the beauty of your eyes, okay? So, just a little bit here. And a little underneath. Just a little bit on top. Yeah, not going too bold or anything, just going for the general outline. Perfect. Okay, and then the last thing I've got is the mascara for your eyes. This one is actually for show business, if you will. It's actually called Cabaret. Okay. Okay, here we go. Just a little bit. I'm not gonna go crazy. Just want to make sure it's not clumpy or anything. Perfect. Okay. The last thing I want to do is just a little bit of contouring. So, just a little bit on your cheekbones. I know the color looks pink, but really it's just kind of to make it look a little like it's got some depth and bring out your cheekbones a little bit. But it's not going to look like blush or anything. It's just going to look a little darker than your regular skin. Okay. Okay. Just a little on this side. And then when I like to do mine, I like to do them just at the jawbone a little bit. Just to kind of like make a nice hard line here. Just like a brushing of it, you know. Okay, I think that looks perfect. I'm not gonna do lipstick or anything, but honestly, you don't need it. So other than that, I think you're good to go. And just in time too, because it looks like they're getting started.